Good memories out there, Steve.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
Boy, you want some good memories today, Todd? Get down to the
Go
beach.
to the coast.
Yeah. Or you could just stay right here in the metro area. Either way, it's going to be a beautiful afternoon. This is going to be the warmest day yet this calendar year. You have to go all the way back to last October to see anything even close to it. Live look from our Chinook Winds Casino Resort camera down on the beautiful Oregon coast. Lots of sunshine there. A Richfield camera up there in Clark County. Nearly 70 degrees right now. Lots of beautiful sunshine. You can see Mount Hood there off in the distance. Hotel Indigo camera, 65 degrees down on the Kirkland Tower on the Vancouver waterfront. And just a light west-southwest wind right now, 7 miles per hour. That'll pick up this afternoon out of the east, and that'll really send our temperatures up coming up this afternoon. Now, 66 degrees right now. Lots of sunshine from our Subaru Portland camera over downtown Portland on top of the Coin Tower. Relative humidity, 47%. And the wind just light, west-northwest, 10 miles per hour. All right, satellite and radar. I brought this up just because I want to show you the absence of any clouds today. It's been a while since we had that much clearing. This system off the coast is going to play a part in our forecast once we get to Friday, but it's going to be a weak one once it gets here because we've got that ridge of high pressure up over the entire Pacific Northwest, and it's going to stay there for the next day or so. All right, 66 now, Portland 65, Vancouver 71 now, Hillsborough on the west side of the metro, 60s down the valley, got 60s along the coast. As you move through the Columbia River Gorge, boy, a beautiful day there as well. Hood River 72 and Troutdale at 72. All right, some records. We're forecasting 85 today. The record is 89 set back in 2014, so we're going to come up a little shy of breaking any records there. Same thing with Salem. I think we're going to come up shy. And Astoria, boy, back in 2016, 81, so not going to be a record high there, but really nice weather coming up. Wind gust forecast, I bring this up just because I want to point out that later this afternoon, northeast easterly wind into the evening hours. That's going to send those temperatures up quickly between about 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock this afternoon. We'll be up into the 80s, and we're going to stay there. So if you have outdoor barbecue plans, maybe clear off that barbecue for the summer coming up. Tonight would be a good night to test it out, and then we just back those winds off as we get later into the day. Now, I'm not suggesting jump out of work early, but if I was going to grab a tea time, I'd go about 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's some beautiful weather on the way. Lots of sunshine, light wind. Keeping in mind the average high temperature in Portland this time of the year, 66 degrees. We had that 81 a couple of Thursdays ago, and then it's just been in the 60s, but above average for the most part. And we're going to continue that trend in a big way coming up today and again tomorrow. Tomorrow looks pretty nice as well. Futurecast. We'll roll this forward this afternoon, clear skies, then overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, clouds increase along the coast, and then they push inland by tomorrow afternoon. So I think we start out sunny in the valley in the morning, but then we cloud up in the afternoon. Notice not a whole lot of rain. Perhaps tomorrow evening, a few scattered showers, and then again on Saturday morning, same type of situation. Here's 12 noon, a few pop-up showers, but notice by the afternoon and evening hours, here's 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We cleared out in the valley, cleared out along the coast. Tomorrow night should be a great night for a sunset out there along the Oregon coast. Rainfall totals, I'll just run this all the way through Saturday evening. A couple 100ths of an inch of rain in the valley, not much more than that out along the coast. So all in all, not a very wet pattern coming up. Big ridge of high pressure pushes off briefly on Saturday, but then after Sunday into Monday, that ridge rebuilds back on the west coast again, and we're going back into the 80s once we get into early next week. And that's reflected in our 7-day forecast. So we'll call it a toasty afternoon today, about 85 for a high today, and then tomorrow those showers increase. Late in the evening, they will be light, temperatures in the mid-70s, Todd. Okay. A cool down over the weekend, and then look at that, back into the 80s once we get to Tuesday and Wednesday as that ridge of high pressure builds back in again. And don't forget, Cinco de Mayo, looking pretty good for any outdoor festivities Monday.
Yeah, so a good shower chance late Friday, early Saturday.
Yep, and then that's it.
All right, thanks, Steve.
You bet.
Well, up next.